Creative Magic Club.
What's up? This is Sarah Mack and welcome to Creative Magic Club. Together, we'll discover inspirational stories of creative entrepreneurs living out their dreams, doing the work they are most passionate about, and building wealth in magical and fun ways. While building a six-figure income as a writer and coach, helping other women to launch their dream businesses, I've connected with so many incredible people and seen it proven again and again that you can thrive financially doing whatever it is you are passionate about. I'm here to share life-changing strategies for mindset, making money, and reaching more people with your work in a business and life filled with creativity, freedom, and fun. Hi, Sarah Mack here from withsarahmack.com, coming in hot and fresh with some insights to help you make a fuck ton of money this year. So grab your journal, take it all in, and please, if you do anything, take action. Take one insight from what I'm going to share with you today and implement it in the next 24 hours. I'm not here to fuck about. I'm here to help you make the money, make the impact, live the life of your dreams while you're doing it. I wanted to create an episode just outlining how simple it can be to create a magnetic client attraction strategy to fill your high ticket offer. Because I don't know if you've been out there on the internet, you've probably noticed there's 500,000 squillion different ways that people are preaching. And over here in my corner of the internet, I'm all about mastering the fundamentals and keeping it simple because I don't like working loads. I love my job and I love my work, but I love my life. And so I like to keep that in balance. So if that's what you're into, you're in the right place, and let's dive in, shall we? So first off, I want to bust some really important myths that often play on repeat in our head and hold us back when they really don't need to. And this still happens for me. Myth number one is you don't need a giant audience to be making six figures or more. And here's the truth. I had my first six-figure year with less than 200 people on my email list. I still have less than 500 people on my list. And I have less than 2,000 on my second Instagram account. I completely lost one of my old Instagram accounts, which is the place where I do the majority of my selling. And I also have around 5,000 on my Facebook profile and my LinkedIn, neither of which I'm using particularly regularly, but I do still get clients through those places. And I'm going to break this down and really show you why you do not need an audience of squillions to be making six figures when you are selling high ticket. And this is why I love the high ticket model. And it makes so much sense for those of us who are new entrepreneurs and who had to build your entire network and brand completely from scratch, and who doesn't just know loads of people with loads of money or doesn't have huge networks and communities. You know, that was me when I started my business, and I'm tapped into a lot of communities now thanks to the audience growth work that I've done as an entrepreneur, but still, I don't have that many followers. So that's myth number one. And myth number two is posting every day, posting multiple times a day. You might see some entrepreneurs out there doing it. Some people really preach that. And let's be real. When you're a solopreneur or you're starting out or you have a really small freelance team, or even if you have full-time employees, your capacity maxes out pretty fast. So a lean marketing strategy is always going to be beneficial. And anything that's not sustainable is going to come crumbling down pretty quickly. So just know that it's not required. But what is required is super targeted, potent content with a clear, simple, sustainable sales strategy. And that gets to be enough. When you focus on doing that really, really, really well, it's enough to get you to six figures. First thing you have to know to allow this simple sales strategy to work for you is to know your most valuable offering. And this is what I really help my clients with, because we're bad at this. if you're a woman, you are brainwashed to believe that you are inherently less valuable than everyone else out there in the stratosphere. So know that our mind is geared towards not recognizing and not connecting to what is truly valuable about us. So this is work that we have to very intentionally do. Usually requires some support from other people to help us do the digging and get past all of the bullshit, patriarchal programming and shame to get to the place where we're like, oh yeah, I am freaking awesome. And this is the work that I do with my clients every damn day when their brain is like, oh, I need to be better at this, or I need to be working harder or being more perfect over here. And I'm like, hello, you're already so amazing and accomplished at all of these things. So let's focus there, because that's the areas where we're truly accomplished already, are the areas where it's really easy to help people and it's really easy to sell from. So it's really important that you're anchored into that conversation as you're promoting your high ticket offer, because we're not just asking people to part with $10 or $20 here. We're asking, a high ticket offer is often thousands and thousands of dollars. So it's your job to bring your highest level of value to every single conversation that you're having to promote this offer. This is about you leading with your most valuable strengths. And these are the things that have genuinely created the most value in your own life. Your health, your wealth, your freedom, your happiness, however you define it. Because remember, what you value is what your clients will also value. And that's what creates these soulmate client relationships. So you first have to appreciate what you've created and the value of that to be able to invite other people in to value that and want to pay you to learn how to create that. So the next step is to make sure that your offer is positioned around the most valuable features of your work and skill set. So no more hiding or being humble. This is about you bragging the shit out of how awesome you are and making sure that the way you talk about your offer is focused around these parts of your story. So every single one of my clients struggle with this and feels uncomfortable doing this. And this is honestly the difference between the clients who make a ton of money and the ones who don't. You've got to stop hiding and start shouting your results from the rooftops with specificity and with clarity. So that brings us to the next stage, which is really knowing your story, right? As entrepreneurs, as people who are into transformation and growth and healing, we're always focused on where we want to be, on that next level, on the 50,000 steps ahead of us that we're dreaming about and visioning about and making vision boards and journaling about. But we have to reconnect to our past, and we have to be able to articulate that and tell our story in a way that's relevant to the transformation that your client will experience in your offer. So something that I find really helpful in this process is to connect to those major turning points on your timeline. Like, what were some of those key turning points that led you to create the results that you enjoy today in your life that you now help your clients to create? So get into the details about the challenges you overcame and the results you successfully created, and get repetitive about this in your content. This is the reason why people buy from you. This is not about perfectly articulating your client's pain points, finding really juicy language to talk about your offer. Yes, these are important, but these are like the rainbow sprinkles on the cake, and the main part of the cake is your story. Even if you're sprinkling in these results and your specific experience within all of the other content, it has to be there, because I promise you, these are the reasons that drive people to actually hand over their credit card and click buy. So once you're clear on these parts of your story, you can kind of divide them up into buckets or content topics, and this will really help guide you in your content strategy. So based on your story and the most valuable results of your offer, get clear on the key topics that are relevant to the kind of client who's actually out there shopping for an offer like yours right now. And these will act as guidelines for you to really stay consistent in your messaging, but they also give you some freedom to talk about a variety of topics and tell different stories while also remaining consistent and clear in your messaging, so that every single piece of content is moving your audience closer to buying your offer. And the next thing to remember Like if you truly want to be magnetic, if you truly want to stand out and for people to pay attention and actually click and read your stuff and sign up and say yes and reach out, you have to follow your excitement, because if you're bored, so is everyone else. And your passion for your work and your message, I promise you, will sell more than anything else. So talk about the topics that hold the most meaning and value to you, because whatever you talk about is what your clients will want to ask you about. So lead with the aspects of your work that you genuinely find the most valuable and transformative to talk about. And that's another part that makes it easy, right? Like when you love talking about something, it's easy to find the words to dive deep into that conversation, and you'll find it easier to generate content consistently and repeatedly. So when it comes out to building out your strategy, decide what platform you want to attract clients through. Like if you had your dream business, if you were making the money that you wanted to make, and you were marketing and selling in ways that feel fun and sustainable for you, what would that look like? What platforms do you love spending time on? And don't spread yourself too thin, and focus on mastering one, maximum two platforms before you start to repurpose on others. Make sure you're building and creating content for an email list, because that is the only thing that you own. And it's also where you're going to get the highest conversions. Like everyone who's bought from me, pretty much it has gotten to my email list first. It's people's way of raising their hand and saying, yes, I want to learn from you. Like, please tell me how you can help me. So it's really, really, really important for you to be consistent with emailing your list. So pick a frequency that works for you as you build a rhythm. Like if that's once a week, let it be once a week. And then as you get better at generating content more quickly and more consistently, then you can repurpose and send out more emails, because the truth is, the more emails you send, the more money you make. And that is just email marketing wisdom. So pick the platforms you most enjoy spending time on, and that obviously you know your client is there too. Because I would imagine in your dream vision of your dream business, you're not spending your entire freaking life on social media on 10 different platforms. Obviously, you can repurpose on different platforms, but the ones that you're truly going to succeed on are going to be the ones that you actively spend time on, preferably every day. And it doesn't need to be more than, 15, 20 minutes. And the way to really succeed at this and to not let the social media whirlpool suck your time, energy, attention, and life into it is to be really, really intentional with your time and focus on creating versus consuming. In the beginning of my business, I started an entirely new Instagram. I decided this was purely for my business. I decided to essentially quit social media as a person and, for any personal reasons or personal relationships, and purely show up for my soulmate client, for my offer. That was the only conversation I wanted to be having, the only people I wanted to be connecting with. I didn't follow any of my friends on that platform. And I focused on showing up and creating content. And I pretty much gave up scrolling for a long time, because I knew that I didn't want to spend that much time on social media, and I did want to be making a fuck ton of money. And that was the way that I wanted to be making it. So I completely shifted my relationship with social media when I started my business. Because remember, distraction is the enemy of results. And the only thing standing between us and the results we want are the actions that we are absolutely capable of taking every day. So decide on your bare minimum number of times that you'll show up, when and where, schedule that content creation time, and let that be your number one priority task in the day. So decide, make clear, intentional decisions and track yourself in following through on them. Because I promise you, if you are actually following through on your plan, number one, you're going to get results. Or number two, if you're not getting results, you're going to very quickly and clearly understand why and what needs to change and what needs to be improved in your skill set, in your execution, in your delivery, in your focus. That is going to lead you to the growth. That is going to lead you to the results faster. So decide what you are promoting and when throughout the month. And decide what you'll offer for free as an incentive for people to join your email list. Because like I said, getting people onto your email list, number one priority, because these are the people that are going to buy the most. So the key here is to position your free resources very specifically so that it's attracting the kinds of clients who are the perfect fit for your high ticket offer. Then once you have a clear plan, follow through, show up, sell your offer every day. And remember, your story is the thing that sells people. So lead with your stories, whether they're your past transformation points or how you're leading yourself in your own work today, and connect it back to how your offer helps them create the result that they want. And tell them the clear next step to sign up. Make it so clear. Don't make people work to buy from you. So we live in an age where we can make thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands and even millions of dollars simply by creating social media content to connect with clients. So honestly, there is no excuse not to sell every day or most days that you are working in your business if you're really serious about hitting your income goals. And it doesn't have to take hours. The more you do it, the better you get at it. And building momentum through showing up for the conversations that you are taking a stand for and letting people really get to know you. This is the fast path to full offers and a thriving business. I can't tell you the number of times I have negotiated with myself in my head, like, oh, it's Friday, or I'm kind of tired, or oh, something shitty happened today. I can't be bothered to show up today. Should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? And then I remember my policy, show up and sell. And I do it. I do my best. It doesn't have to be perfect. And so many times it's led to a sale of $5,000, $16,000, $17,000 because I showed up that day and every day before that day. So just making that commitment, it all adds up. So keep showing up. And here's how I wanted to break it down for you to show you how really simple it can be to get to six figures when you're selling high ticket. So for example, if you're selling a $5,000 offer, all you need is 20 clients in an entire year to make $100,000. So that's like less than 2 clients a month. So if you show up, 4 to 5 days a week to sell your offer, the chances of you signing 2 clients, that's pretty reasonable, right? This is an easy business model. And obviously, if your price point is lower than that, you're going to need slightly more clients. And if your price point is higher than that, you're going to need slightly less. So this is the beauty of high ticket. And often there will be long stretches of time where you don't sign clients. But every day you show up, you're moving people closer to buying. And that's when you're going to have those moments where all that momentum pays off and you get 5 clients in 1 month. So really zooming out and having that big picture vision for your year, really committing to your offer, tweaking, refining, giving yourself those 2% increases each day in your content, in your messaging, in your freebie, in the conversations that you're having with people who are interested, and just getting better and better and better at really communicating the value of your work and getting in front of the right people. So get clear on the pieces of content that you are deciding to create for the month and where you will publish them. So remember, you can repurpose to make your life easier and to increase the frequency and increase the visibility. People have a goldfish bowl memory on the internet. You can absolutely take a piece of content that you posted last week and you can repurpose it. You can do it the exact same as you posted it last week, or you can switch up the picture, or you can change it into a different format, like take a caption that you wrote and then do a talking head video or a live stream or a story. And sometimes these things don't need to take more than 10 or 15 minutes to just show up, share some story, share your value, talk about your offer, and invite people to buy it. And remember, to create the best quality content possible, have some type of pre-content creation ritual to get you in the zone before you write. Make your content creation the number 1 priority task in your business, aside or alongside of your client delivery work. And this is just the hard truth if you want a never-ending cycle of new clients month after month, year after year. And most importantly, to magnetize clients who genuinely connect with you, your style and your vibe, and love the way that you do your work. Be yourself. The secret to powerful copy is to really write like you talk. Let your content give your audience an experience that's as close as possible to the experience of working with you, and you'll attract the most harmonious client relationships. And these will be the types of clients who will renew their contracts and keep working with you for months and months and sometimes years, which makes sales and recurring sales and hitting your income goals even easier. The quality of the client relationship you attract is so important. So what I would love to know, what was your top takeaway from this episode today? And if you've loved this episode, please share it on your socials and tag me at Creative Magic Club so that more people can benefit and get their incredible work out there to the people who need it, make the money and the impact that we're all here to make in this world. If you've been getting in your head and overcomplicating your content and your sales process, and you know you're ready for support with some tailored content to help you clearly communicate the value of your offer, I can help you with that. So sign up for my Cosmic Brand Story Intensive, where we'll spend a 90-minute call followed by 5 days of Voxer support together to clarify your most profitable offer, your most profitable brand stories, and we'll write the copy for your sales page and for some social media content so you feel really clear on how to show up and what to talk about to fill your high ticket offer on repeat. The link for that is in the description. And I'm always here for your questions, for conversation, for feedback. I love to hear from you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. Sending you so much love. Bye. For more inspirational content, head over to my website withsarahmac.com and please support the show by liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'm interrupting this broadcast with a special announcement. Are you wondering which parts of your story to focus on in your content to attract ready-to-buy soulmate clients? Do you wish you had clear sales page copy for your high-ticket offer with a stash of social media posts that lead to easy sales that fill your offer on repeat month after month? Do you wish it felt so easy and natural to talk about how you help people when you get interested clients popping up in your inbox? I can help you. In a 90-minute private coaching intensive together, we'll focus on the most important changes you can start making in your messaging to attract more paying clients into your offers. During our time together, we'll make sure your offer is actually targeted at the kinds of clients you really want to be working with. We'll tighten up your messaging or write it from scratch if we need to, and we'll map out a feel-good launch plan to start filling it up with amazing clients. You'll come away with powerful copy targeted at the kinds of clients who are truly ready to buy your offer and do the work, with a clear step-by-step action plan to start connecting with the right kinds of clients tailored to your strengths and audience. No cookie-cutter approaches here. Plus, clarity on your own story and which parts to share to attract the right people, with a list of content topics and a few solid pieces of sales content that you can start sharing to make sales right away. Clients who have done my intensive have gone on to get 20 applications within 48 hours of hitting publish on their new sales page, tripled their workshop signups, designed and launched new exciting offers, raised their offer price above 5 figures, and signed new dreamy clients into their high ticket offer within days. To chat about how we can use our time together to start welcoming more amazing clients into your world, message me the word intensive either over on Instagram at Creative Magic Club or to my email sarah@withsarahmac.com.